Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day has been great. Mine's been pretty good despite the fact that we've been going through all this drama with XQC and he might be done with streaming Overwatch for quite some time now. As you guys have read the title already though, this video is going to be a lot about why did Blizzard actually treat XQC the way they did. We all know XQC, he's a troublemaker. He's said and done some stuff in the past that isn't really smart or great for his brand moving forward in Overwatch. And because of this, he's definitely been punished for it. But I think we can all agree and say now that it might be all done that Blizzard completely mishandled XQC, and despite the fact of XQC again being unbearing and doing things that will get him in trouble, should not have been treated the way he was at the end of the day. I mean, for God's sakes, the guy was basically pinned as a racist by the Overwatch League when in fact XQC is nothing at all close to even being remotely racist. It's ridiculous. And that's kind of where this video is going to take off, guys. We're going to go through XQC's career, most of his run-ins with Blizzard, why they did certain things to him, and if we think their actions are justified. So that's what this video is all going to be about, guys. If you're excited to watch it, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to my channel for more content covering all Overwatch and Overwatch League controversies, drama, updates, signings, whatever it is. If you want to stay updated on Overwatch, this is your channel, so hit that button. And now let's go ahead and hop into this video. Now, as most of you guys do know, XQC was banned yesterday from Overwatch once again, but this time it was a really long ban and it was for a full month. And this led to XQC saying he is going to quit the game for an indefinite amount of time. Now, throughout the hour of talking XQC did during his stream last night, this clip I'm going to play to you guys, in my opinion, is one of the most valuable when it comes to trying to understand why XQC thinks Blizzard banned him, what Blizzard should do in the future to prevent stuff like this, and why he wants to quit the game and thinks the game is dying. So much information condensed in this one clip. Let's roll it.
I just wish that people that trolled games would just get banned, but I guess that's just the end of Overwatch. Anyway, like all their marketing plans and all their schemes are all based off of making money off of like Overwatch League and stuff, which I respect a lot because I understand like the politics behind it. But the playable game for plebs like us, like me and you, I think it's pretty much the end of it overall. Today we were like one game from like top 10 and we got like a duo queue that like duos the troll games, right? And they just trolled on purpose. And they made us troll on purpose, like just purposely, right? And these guys won't get banned. They could do it for weeks, for months. They're not gonna get banned, obviously. But if I say something about it and I'm mad about it and I talk shit, of course I'll get banned. I'm on stream and shit and it's like, dude, and I respect it, dude. I respect it, but I don't think I want to be part of it anymore or give it like all my energy and all my passion for it. I think I'm kind of done with it.
So XQC, again, he says a lot in this clip. It's really condensed, but let's go back to the beginning and elaborate a little bit more about what XQC said about Blizzard having their marketing scheme and the way they make money focus more on the Overwatch League and not really catered towards casual players who just play the game and want to have fun. Now, what XQC truly means here is that Blizzard is more invested into the actual Overwatch League than they are invested in anything else, which I also 100% believe to be true, but I also think the reason XQC is saying this is because of that situation that happened with him when he was in the Overwatch League and was basically pinned as a racist by Blizzard. XQC understands that he is not a racist and Blizzard probably doesn't actually think he is a racist either, but what they were trying to do in that situation was to push XQC out of the league because he wasn't family friendly. He wasn't good for the league overall and what they wanted to do with marketing towards sponsors, making money, bringing in that revenue for the teams. XQC was just not helping that, and actually matter in fact he was ruining it and hurting it by going on stream saying crazy things that may be very borderline considered homophobic or even racist as said, which we all know XQC isn't. He's just a little out there and says things sometimes he doesn't mean. They come out quick. He doesn't think, which of course he did need to work on, and I'm not saying this wasn't any of his fault. He did get in trouble. He did cause it himself. He did throw some games. He should have been more smart about the things he did, but that doesn't change the fact that Blizzard did push him out in a very, very rude way way that was almost ridiculous in my opinion, and I believe this is why XQC is saying that they do lean towards marketing the Overwatch League, the family-friendly stuff, and that's where they're making most of their money, because it is true. Let's look at it this way. XQC, he was a player on the Dallas Fuel, right? What is Dallas Fuel's main sponsor? And actually one of their only sponsors, Jack in the Box. You always see Jack in the Box on their jerseys. Dallas Fuel's always pushing Jack in the Box food on their Twitter videos. The players, they always have drinks, burgers, whatever it is. They advertise the living hell out of Jack in the Box. Now, do you think Jack in the Box, who paid the Dallas Fuel probably millions of dollars for that advertisement, wants somebody on Dallas Fuel's team saying borderline homophobic or even possibly racist things? No, they definitely don't. And think about it this way also, even if XQC isn't saying racist things, which he was not, some people were accusing him of it. And when you have hundreds of thousands of people accusing someone of doing homophobic or racist things, even when he didn't, that sponsor is still not going to want to be associated with that person because it will make them look bad, whether it is true or not. That's just how it works. They don't want anything bad associated with their brand because that will turn people off from eating there. And at the end of the day, all Jack in the Box wants to get out of this Dallas Fuel sponsorship is more people going to their places and ordering their food. And of course, what's more valuable to Blizzard, having some guy in their league or having some sponsor in their league who's giving them millions of dollars? Of course, you want the sponsor. So from this perspective, maybe I can understand why Blizzard pushed XQC out of the Overwatch League. I still do not condone how they did it and how they pinned him as a racist, but I do understand the point of getting him out because it wasn't great for the long run. And in this clip, you can really see XQC accepting the fact that Blizzard just doesn't want him in Overwatch. And when he said that part about the league and how they want to market their game and make money, he really does understand that this is why he was kicked out of the league. Now, that being said, again, I do understand Blizzard's point of view. The way they did it was bad, but I understand why they did it. Now, looking overall at XQC and how he was treated after he got kicked out of the league, the way Blizzard has banned him over and over, kind of mistreated him, watching his stream, knowing how many throwers, stream snipers, and just overly toxic players XQC gets matched up per stream is absolutely absurd. And trying to hold him to a high standard and expecting him not to retaliate in any way possible is absolutely ridiculous. And then as soon as he does something bad, they drop the hammer on him, they ban him. I really do feel like a lot of the times XQC got in trouble could have been prevented if Blizzard just monitored his stream and actually took care of the toxic people that he was surrounded by who were intentionally trying to get into his games and ruin them. Now, I know I sound like I'm defending XQC so much here. I don't want to take away the fact that yes, XQC still should have known he was under a very, very tight microscope and Blizzard was watching every move he did. So of course, if he wanted to stay out of trouble, he could have. He could have just done nothing, said nothing, and dealt with these guys. But also knowing, being in the shoes of XQC, playing those games, almost nobody besides maybe like Surefour, who's probably one of the calmest guys and understands that ranked means nothing, would be able to keep their calm during these games. But then again, that's the difference between someone like Surefour, which I mentioned in my videos previously. He's in an Overwatch League team. Ranked games do not matter. XQC isn't in an Overwatch League team. These ranked games is what matters to him. It's what makes his stream enjoyable. So if these ranked games are not enjoyable for XQC, it's not going to be enjoyable for his chat, besides that small percentage of people who just want to see XQC pissed off. And that's exactly what XQC is talking about when he says he is a pleb, just like everybody else. He just wants to enjoy his ranked games, and when they're constantly being ruined by these throwers and toxic players, it's almost impossible to keep his cool. And the fact that he retaliates sometimes and says stuff to them, to be honest, in my opinion, is sometimes warranted. But Blizzard looks at this and they take it as an opportunity to ban him from the game, which I guess they rightfully can because he is breaking the rules. Yeah, he's being toxic, but it seems like they are mostly dealing with XQC rather than trying to deal with the people that are making XQC toxic. And you would think now at this point, in Overwatch's best interest, they would want to keep him streaming their game because the game is losing viewers. As we've seen today, guys, go ahead and take a look at the screenshot. XQC not playing Overwatch, and guess what? Overwatch is down under 25k viewers, and Minecraft, the game that XQC is playing, which hasn't had a lot of viewers on Twitch in a while, has more than Overwatch. And this is what a lot of people were talking about in the comments yesterday in my video, saying that Overwatch is trying to kill their game by banning XQC. It just doesn't make sense. Why would they do this? I truly am a firm believer in that XQC doesn't need Overwatch, and Overwatch needs XQC in order to keep their Twitch viewers alive. Sure, we have some other big streamers here and there. Seagull's huge, but besides Seagull, nobody is near the numbers that XQC gets, and Seagull doesn't stream nearly as much as XQC does. So why on earth would Blizzard want to push him out of their Twitch community? The only thing I can really think of for them wanting to get XQC not to stream Overwatch anymore is because of that small percent of his community that is really toxic. Yes, it is very well known that maybe 4 to 5% of XQC's fan base is very toxic, and yes, they will go into other people's streams, absolutely harass their chat, and they will do and say things that are against Twitch terms of service, definitely against Blizzard's rules, and this does kind of reflect bad on XQC, even though it is not his fault and he can't really control it. That could be it, but I'm not really too sure. I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave a comment down below telling me why you think Blizzard might have pushed XQC out of Overwatch. Overall though, at the end of the day, I really do just think that Blizzard is not fond of XQC, and it might just be some vendetta or some real nasty reason why they don't want him playing their game, because they just don't like him or something. Look at Overwatch World Cup, for example. XQC last year, he was the MVP. Sure, maybe he wasn't the most valuable player, but it was a fan vote, and at the end of the day, if the fans wanted XQC to be MVP, then the fans wanted it, and that's what should have happened. This year in the Overwatch World Cup, we all thought, yeah, XQC will probably win MVP again because it's a fan vote. We all love XQC, most of us will vote for him. But Blizzard, they didn't really tell us or advertise much that a lot of the analysts and casters actually had a vote, and it outweighed the fan votes way more, and they did this, which was said by Monte Cristo, in order to prevent XQC from winning again. So clearly Blizzard just does not like XQC. They are not fond of him for some reason. If you look at everything that's happened throughout XQC's career, he's been banned a ton, he's been punished a ton. Yes, it was warranted. Some of the things he did was bad, but overall, the way Blizzard handled those bans, the way they treated him, the way he was forced out of the league, the whole MVP situation, the ways he's been banned, and how other players who have been toxic on his streams hasn't been dealt with, proves that Blizzard just does not want XQC playing their game, and now we no longer have XQC playing for at least a month and could be even longer or permanent. Because rightfully so, XQC is fed up and he said he is done, he doesn't want to deal with it anymore, and I completely respect it. XQC is going to be a successful Twitch streamer no matter what he does. If he's just sitting there talking to his chat, or if he's playing some random game, XQC is going to get viewers, he's going to get donations, he's going to get subs, because he is a damn entertainer and he is a good one. So this is my full opinion on the entire stance, guys. This is why I think Blizzard pushed XQC out of the Overwatch League, why they don't want him playing Overwatch, and this is pretty much where we are. Leave a comment down below letting me know if you agree or disagree, what you think the reasons are for XQC getting pushed out of the game. Are you happy for him moving on? That will be it for this video though, guys. If you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload videos like this every single day covering every Overwatch League controversy, drama, roster signing, whatever it is you want to stay updated on. This is your channel. Hit that button. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.